Pensacola 911. Where's your emergency?
I need an emergency right now. The shooting at the corner store next to CVS.
Okay, do you know if anyone's been hit?
Interrogation, good. Get an ambulance here now.
We are. Who was hit?
Some young man.
So
He's bleeding to death. Somebody just shot this kid 3 times.
Okay, we got everyone en route to him right now.
This guy's dying.
Okay.
The guy is dying.
A Pensacola man was indicted Monday in connection with a fatal shooting earlier this month. A news release from the state attorney's office said an Escambia County grand jury has indicted Nicholas Allen Nehring, 23, on a first-degree murder charge in the death of Joseph Edward Ross. On January 11, Ross was found behind the corner store, a convenience store at 3818 and 9th Avenue, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Ross was transported to Sacred Heart Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Pensacola Police Department investigators were able to identify Nehring as a suspect in the homicide, which they believed to be drug-related. Officers were able to detain Nehring as he was leaving his residence. According to a PPD news release, officers recovered several firearms during the arrest, including the suspected murder weapon. An indictment is a formal filing of charges, not an indication of guilt. Nehring is scheduled to be arraigned on February 5, where he will have the opportunity to enter a plea to the charges. Assistant State Attorney Bridget Jensen is prosecuting the case for the state. Nehring is being held in Escambia County Jail without bond.
That happens. Okay. Do you have any idea what this is about?
No, I don't know. It's gunpoint, got on the car, got out of the car.
Yeah, but do you know what, anything that, you have an idea what led up to that?
No.
Now, when you were stopped, you had a couple of guns on you?
Mm-hmm. I was going to go to shooting range. I just turned the corner, and the lights went on.
Okay. Well, while we're here, we're investigating something that happened earlier tonight. And we're wondering if you can tell us what happened tonight with you.
Midnight. I was at home for the longest time.
Is there any reason that your truck would have been at the CVS around the corner tonight?
No. It shouldn't have been.
Then how was it there?
I don't know.
The reason that it was there is because something happened there. Okay?
He's looking very engaged in the video in front of the investigator. He's up at the table. He's close and he's in a very strong position. And at first the investigation officer is very back, but then he moves in, just to show that he also have a very firm position. An officer assertion that his vehicle's there. If it seems as though he's not sure, they'll take that and he'll run with it, and that allows him to have an escape.
Okay. Well, let's just say, for example, that maybe it's not one of the 3 that you had on you. It doesn't alleviate the fact that you were there when shots are fired.
No way.
You were involved in something tonight at that location. And I'd like to hear your side of what happened there.
When he's feeling threatened, he starts to back up, and the hand that he's able to actually goes into his pocket. So it's another defense mechanism that he's using where he's hiding and concealing what actually happened.
You can choose to be deceptive all you want, okay?
I have never
But
seen you on this side of town.
Let me point something out to you. This thing is that you were there because people wrote down the tag number of your truck there, okay?
No, the truck shouldn't have been there. Wasn't in my possession.
It was there,
Wasn't in my possession though.
but you were there.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, you were.
How do you know that?
Video cameras,
Did you see me in my vehicle?
they're kind of distinct.
So I'm guessing that thing had full video around the whole camera, around the whole store.
I'm not
even-
telling you there's video everywhere, because there's not.
At that point, the officer didn't have video of the shooting, but suspect nodding because now he believes it, so the officer felt comfortable throwing out the bluff in such a way because the officer didn't think he was gonna call him what? An officer thought he would accept it.
I watched them.
That explains why it comes right in my ass. Does lying help you?
Lying will do me
Then stop it. Why did you do what you did?
But the truth.
Yes.
Motherfucker's a okay? That's straight up honesty. Motherfucker's a okay? He deserved it. He reached for nothing. I shot the motherfucker's face. He made a noise and I shot the no mine, I said.
Need to do this.
Yeah, you right. I up because I used my truck and the camera.
And as you can see, the confession with the suspect does actually get successful. And he accepted his crime and had him charged, and he was on his way to jail. And if you want to watch more content like this, do subscribe to our channel and smash that bell icon so you get notified whenever we upload new confession of crime videos.